Hey, Jim. All righty. Justin's here, so you guys can go ahead and fire away.
Hey Justin, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Dude, I'm doing well. It's just the two of us, so we'll just shift the screen over, I guess, a little bit. Let folks get some questions in. But man, you look good out there today from up here. Let me know how you were feeling down on the mound.
Thank you. Yeah, I was making my pitches, but just because the umpire was squeezing me a little bit on the corners doesn't mean that that changes how I pitch. I got to keep on making pitches and keep attacking the zone.
I know it felt like I'm the softball pitcher on an intramural team, and we had felt like a really small zone our first game. But hey, out there, you said it doesn't change your mindset. That's not something you let affect you.
No, sir. You can't let one pitch change the whole game. You can't. You just got to keep on, like I said, just driving pitches in the zone, keep attacking, and pitches will get called your way.
I'll remember that. I think it changed my mindset. Got changed a little bit in my game. I'll remember your mindset.
Awesome.
No, hey, so it was close the whole game, or pretty much while you were pitching out there. Does it also kind of like keep you locked in if the game's close?
You got to keep yourself locked in at all times. One like that. What was it? The fourth inning when I had bases loaded. One simple misfire on a pitch, and that's a different ball game. So you got to keep on staying locked in at all times. You can't let anything get away from you.
Appreciate it, Justin.
Thank you.
Hey, Justin, when you got those last couple of strikeouts, you came out and you showed a good amount of emotion there. What was that like?
Oh, I pitch with a tremendous amount of emotion. I don't take any pitch off. Getting back in the dugout with going back-to-back innings on, especially those last two innings with no runners on, it's just a great feeling being able to provide your team to have a better chance at winning a ball game.
Justin, you kind of done a little bit of everything this season. You pitched, you hit. What's that been like for you? Kind of doing everything.
Oh, I love it. Josh and I were talking last year. He wanted me to hit too. He recruited me as a hitter too, and I told him I want to hit as long as possible. I'll always be a pitcher, but if I can keep the stick in my hands, then it's just an extra credit right there.
Has that kind of been something you've done your whole career?
Whole life, yeah. I love it. I don't want to give it away too soon, but if the time comes, then I'll hang it up.
All right, then Brett Stanley, he's been pretty dominant all year. As a starting pitcher, what's it like having, in your mindset, how confident are you? And, you leave a game, a close game, you got that guy coming out of the pen to back you up.
Brett's just a great competitor. He's one of our best guys out of the bullpen and definitely probably one of the best closers in college baseball right now, especially when you go in with the tie ball game and then Cade coming up with that clutch hit at the end and Brett coming in to shut the door down. There's no better feeling than having Brett go out there and you know that you're going to win a ball game.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
I think you're good, man. Hey, what's going on?
What's up? How are you?
Dude, I'm doing well. I want to talk about that hit to right field, there at the end of the game. It was just clutch hit. Take me through that at bat, that pitch, what you saw.
I think that at bat, to be honest with you, started yesterday and my first two at bats today. It's been a little weird getting back in the box after that week off, but they kind of hit me with the same things every AB, and I just went up there and was ready for a ball to be kind of close to me and was going to get a good swing off on it, and that's what happened.
Wait, you said it kind of started like yesterday? Like how does yesterday tie into the at bat today?
You go through weekends, and if you're not doing so well on weekends, you got to look at how teams are attacking you, and that goes for all of us hitters. And it was the same thing in my first two ABs that were happening yesterday, and I was like, I'm kind of tired of this a little bit. Let's start making an adjustment right here, and that's what I tried to do, and that did start yesterday. They pitched me the same. Kind of the same today as they did yesterday. It was more what they were doing late in the count, but that's what I was looking for.
Now, from what we saw up here, the crowd, there's kind of the initial surge of the crowd, the cheering when they saw the ball go to the corner, and then another cheer when, Jackson got waved around third. Did you think he was going to get home? How soon did you know Jackson was going to make it?
So First of all, you guys probably saw Jackson Kroll's unbelievably fast. I mean, that kid flies. When I hit the ball to the fence, I knew there was a chance that Jackson was going to be able to get around to home. And then, obviously, I was kind of just like the crowd. Hit the ball, woohoo, got to second base, turned around, and, held my breath a little bit because it was a close play. And but, all the faith in the world in him getting around, that kid scoots.
And hey, last thing for me, I know it's a pretty cool relationship you have with those fans out in right field. I know there's a lot of love there. What'd you think of the K counter out there? That's a new addition.
That's a new thing. Yeah, I saw that. I think I actually just saw it today. I don't know how I missed it yesterday, but I like that. We used to have it over at Alley P. They had it up behind, kind of offset of our dugout over at Alley P towards home plate. They used to have it over there, so it was nice to see it come back, make a reappearance.
There's no doubt. It's any ballpark. It steps up just a little bit when you got that K count.
Just a little bit of a reminder for the other team to know that, hey, struck out this many times.
Hey, Cade, I just got one quick question for you. As a person who plays in the field, when you see Brett Stanley come out of the bullpen, what goes in your mind? How confident are you that he's going to come in and get this job done?
Starts with that Thunderstruck, man. You hear that song come on for Brett to roll out there. You're like, man, all right, this guy's about to do it. And, he kind of takes that mindset out there. He wants to win more than anybody. He's a strong competitor. And every time Brett goes out there, he's one of my best friends. Every time he goes out there, I have all the trust in the world in him because he's going to go give it his all. And, if a guy's got that, then you don't have anything to worry about. And, he's been nails this year. So hopefully we keep that going.
Right. And one last thing I just thought of. Is there any song more fitting for Brett than Thunderstruck?
Probably not, honestly. I mean, it has to be something along those lines for sure. I mean, like Thunderstruck, Crazy Train, Somali Cruise, something like that, But that, it's perfect for Brett. I like that kind of Brett better than an old country walkout Brett, for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, Cade.
No problem.
I think you're good from us, man.
Awesome. Sweet. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Cade.
All right, Coach is here, so fire away.
Coach, how you doing today?
I'm good, Ben. How are you?
Doing well. It's just Chris and myself up here, so we'll first, just kind of ask some general thoughts on the game from you.
Great victory. Exciting way to win. Clutch hit late in the game. Speedy player inserted in the lineup for the exact reason in Jackson Kroll. And Cade delivered. The pitching was tremendous. Justin Campbell, fantastic. Colton Bowman can't overlook the two big outs he recorded in the middle of their order. And then Brett Stanley, final inning of the third on 19 pitches. Really handled himself like he has all year. Came in, handled the emotion and the situation well. Got the leadoff hitter out, which is always key in the ninth. Then when he got the second hitter out there, you could kind of feel that thing was going to go our direction. So it's a great team win. I'm proud of the kids. We beat another very fine pitcher in Carson Seymour, who has a really, really good arm, and had a chance early to maybe put a big gap in there, but we got too early and then scratched and clawed and fought enough to find a way to win. So good team win. Many, many positives to take away from this.
Now, you kind of mentioned it there. You can't overlook the two outs Colton got you. From up here, you couldn't miss the smile he had on his face walking back into the dugout. What did that kind of mean?
Well, it's a smile of job well done. It's a smile of delivering on behalf of your team, which is what all of us are here to do. And when a kid does his job and he sees his team waiting to congratulate him, that's great. And he's a very popular kid on this team. He's very well liked. And so, what did he say? Good vibes, right? Isn't that what everybody says nowadays? Good vibes.
Coach, I'm not very hip, but, I think that's what they say, so I'll go with that too. So, hey, I know you said Jackson Kroll inserted into the lineup for the exact purposes of getting from first to home. When he saw, the walk there, when he saw an opportunity to get on base, was Jackson maybe in the dugout kind of like just itching to get out there and pinch run?
He'd been prepped. Coach Ventura had told him that if Brock got on, that we would run for Brock to put the best threat we had to score from first on a double. You've got to try to win those games late on an extra base hit. And we did it early in the year with Dom Johnson. He scored on Justin Campbell's big hit. And then Jackson Kroll got the nod in that particular situation. He scored on Cade's big hit. So just a really good piece of the team, Jackson Kroll's speed, along with a couple other guys who have been very valuable to our team. And he was safe by an eyelash. But an eyelash is enough, and we'll take it.
That's right. And hey, lastly, I got to ask about Justin Campbell. What he was just dealing out there, at least to my eyes. What did you kind of see out of Justin today?
Fierce competitor. They elevated his pitch count early in the game by battling. Compliments to them. I thought he threw good. I thought he was around the plate. I thought there were some really good pitches he threw that he didn't get the benefit of the doubt on, and yet he fought through that and showed a lot of toughness and a lot of determination. So I thought it was a mentally strong effort, a physically strong effort, and he managed his emotions very well. All three things are required when you're pitching in a tight game. He handled the physical, mental, and the execution side awfully good.
And it's easy to keep track of those Ks with out there in the right field K counter. I thought that was pretty cool.
I think all of it's cool. I think the students coming gets cooler and cooler every day. The fans standing all around, that's a really cool thing that people want to be here. The alumni side of the gaps out in left center, and obviously all the season ticket holders sitting here around home plate. Just a wonderful, wonderful thing to look up and see fans here. Can't tell you how much that means to us, and can't tell you how long we've starved for that type of environment. So it's great that it's occurring.
Coach, on that same topic, you know, after these wins like this, or any game, do you kind of find yourself sitting out a little late in the dugout and just kind of taking in what you guys have built here?
I would, but I come talk to you two guys every night. No, I'm just kidding. I do it from right here, looking out over this beautiful place. Yeah, I mean, I didn't build this. Oklahoma State was built by many, many men for many, many years, many great players, many great teams that led somebody to believe enough in this sport and this program to buy into it, like Mr. Obrate and so many others have. I'm proud to say I played here, and I'm proud to say that I've grown up here, and I'm proud to coach here. But this is a result of the university and all the years of baseball success. And really, it's a result of Mike Holder caring enough about all sports at this university to try to give us all a chance to have the best. And this place doesn't happen without all those teams, players, the generous support of so many, and without an athletic director that cares about all the sports on this campus like he does. So we're forever grateful to him. And to see the Obrate family here for this series up in the suite and in the dugout gives us a chance to show them how much we appreciate them really stepping out in a huge way to make this place happen. So there are a lot of people that decided this was important, and they've given us an awesome gift.
Coach, just a couple other things from me. Brett Stanley's been, probably one of the better closers in college baseball this season. As a coach, when you see him, you have somebody that dominant this year. How much confidence do you have in him, and what does he mean to this team?
He's done an excellent job. I have supreme confidence in him. He's earned this. His work ethic has changed. He's evolved since he's been on campus 4 years ago. From a kid that got here that was still finding his way to a man who's in tremendous shape, who's in control of his craft, who competes on behalf of Oklahoma State first and foremost every day by doing his part. And he's a great teammate. Players love him. When he's not pitching, he's the first guy to be in the dugout yelling and screaming for his teammates to do well. And he's totally invested in this team. And as a result, he competes at a level that very hard to describe. He's competing like a champion right now.
Right. And, one more fun question here to end it up. What do you think of the beard?
Well, Brett and I have the same birthday, September 14th. And so ever since he committed here way back in ninth grade, we've always kind of shared birthday greetings with each other. We have a picture of he and I when he's in ninth grade, and he doesn't have a beard, and he's very youthful looking. And the first time Brett and I ever bonded, he looked like a little boy. The beard kind of makes him look like a tough old fella. So kind of like the youthful side of Brett underneath that beard, but if he likes it, and probably the most important thing is if his girlfriend likes it. Other than that, I don't really know how you decide what you do with your facial hair. So it's fun. It's part of his personality. He's creative, and he's a pretty joyful guy, man. He always brightens up the room.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Yep. All right, guys.